Am I the asshole for requesting my 25 female fiancé's 26 male sister, 17 female, not be at our wedding? My fiancé proposed a few months ago and we're getting ready for our wedding. We're currently making a guest list and we will send out invitations in the next few months. Our plan for the wedding was for it to be child-free. I've been to many weddings that were ruined by screaming and wailing tykes, and as much as I love kids, I would prefer there not to be screaming at my wedding. The rule was that no children below the age of 10 are invited. So my fiancé has a little sister who he is close to and whom I really do like. I'm very excited to be her older sister-in-law. She was going to be a guest at our wedding. However, a few days ago, we found out she is pregnant and plans on having the baby. Now, I'm not going to sit here and shame her for her irresponsible actions or anything, but I felt like this was a very big deal. My family is very religious, and I know they will be unhappy, and it would potentially ruin their time if they saw a pregnant teenager at my wedding. That, of course, isn't that big of a deal. What I'm more worried about is her due date. She is apparently due 2 weeks after the wedding. My worry is this pregnant woman will require a lot of care and extra accommodation. There's also the risk of her water breaking at my ceremony and taking all the attention off me on my day. Call me selfish, but I feel that I and my husband-to-be should be the focal point. I don't want to risk her giving birth and needing even more attention that should be placed on me. So I think she shouldn't be there. I told my fiancé and he got unbelievably pissed off at me. He told me I was being a complete asshole by not inviting her since she's his little sister. I get that they are very close, but it's not a good idea. Attention aside, I don't think a 9-month pregnant teen should be on her feet at a wedding so close to her due date. He told me I was backpedaling and I should be ashamed of myself. He then told his whole family, and they are all mad at me for suggesting this. Am I the asshole?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very discriminatory, first of all. She's creating all these hypotheticals that may or may not happen. But to me, it's like, it's kind of on their family to kind of make those accommodations.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to make it work, then everything else is God's plan. Like if the baby's going to come out 2 weeks early, the baby's going to come out 2 weeks early. The attention's still going to probably go because mom's going to have to run out the door.
Yeah.
If she goes into labor, even if she's not at the wedding. And I don't know, just attention aside, how cynical. Life is full of unexpected surprises. And I mean, I'm sorry that it's on your wedding day, but I think you'll be okay.
Are you trying to create the most toxic relationship with your in-laws?
Yeah, this is a bad start. It's a really bad
Your
start.
true colors are coming out. I'm surprised this man isn't calling off the wedding.
I agree, because this is the type of person to me where at the minute someone becomes an inconvenience, they're like,
bye.
Shove them off the island. If you were trapped on an island with a family, she would sacrifice her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
She'd eat this baby for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. I think about it too, and I never been there, haven't had a water break, but I think the movies really hypes it up where it's oh, your water breaks and then you're screaming in pain from contractions, where it's okay, it takes a little bit to develop.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that's right. Hollywood makes it seem a certain type of way, but when their water breaks, in reality, again, haven't done it myself, but they're it felt like I just peed or pee trickled down my leg.
You have a little bit more time before you're screaming in pain.
Yeah.
So it's if granted her water did break on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Say she's, out there jerking the chicken or whatever dance move.
Jerking.
Isn't that a thing?
If it is, I'm aware. Are you thinking of jerking or cat daddying? Those are two different moves.
Well, no, this is an old choke the chicken. Choking the chicken. Oh, shit. No, choking the chicken means to jerk off. I thought it was a dance move.
Okay, she's out there in the cha-cha slide.
Whatever, the electric slide. The cha-cha's a separate one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, no.
Okay, I want to circle back on our earlier episode where we said we want to be invited to weddings. This is why. We don't even know what the dances are.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I can do the jerk, though. Or not the jerk, I can do the reject. It's another move. It's
is it?
Yeah, I literally remember it goes along with the jerk.
Okay.
And so it's
we're going to run that back.
Yeah, I'll insert a video of me trying it.
Please.
But it's like do the front step and do the reject and and it just like it's skipping backwards. It was on TikTok a while ago. All the kids are bringing back the old moves. But
weave it in.
anyways,
Okay.
So even even if her water did break, I'm sure they could just get a little mop or a couple paper towels, clean it up, and she would
attention deterred for maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then guess what? Goodbye.
Yeah.
Go have labor, and then
we're good.
Back to you.
Like so many people spill their drinks on the dance floor, or like drop cups, or like whatever. Like
shit happens. People pass out. People have seizures.
People puke.
Yeah.
People have heart attacks.
Yeah.
Like shit happens.
Oh my gosh. Kennedy, her parents' wedding was completely ended because somebody had a heart attack and died. It might not be a heart attack, but they died.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, so no one can plan for that. And that stinks, obviously. But
I'd rather have a birth than a death.
Yeah.
So like
correct.
maybe
glass
like
half full.
Yeah, maybe you want her there to like up your odds of like positivity. Up your odds. Yeah.
Regardless. Yes, you're an asshole.
The
family probably doesn't love you at this very moment. So
just weird comments throughout too. There's one that I wanted to point out that really kind of irked me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and shame her for her irresponsible actions.
That bothered me too.
You just did.
Yeah.
You
this whole thing is actually shameful.
Yeah, and you also just implied like right there in that sentence that her actions are irresponsible. Otherwise, you would have said, I'm not going to shame her for her choice.
Bingo.
Like you implied it was irresponsible.
No, you said it.
Like
you said it, not even implied.
You're a bitch. Like I don't really like you.
Yeah. I don't either.
So through and through, like, and her family too. My family's really religious, and they'll judge her. Your family, if they're really religious,
then only God can judge. They should know that.
Thou shalt not judge.
Exactly.
But your family should also be very happy that she's making the choice to keep that little baby. If we're gonna get tootin' hootin' on religion here.
Yeah, that's also
can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, that goes down like a rabbit hole. In today's world, things are so overly politicized right now.
Yes.
Like, I have a friend who's going to a wedding, and she's like, I know I'm going to get COVID after it. And I was like, why? And she was like, it's this big wedding, and, like, the whole family is, like, they're anti-maskers. Like, so, like, I can't even wear a mask at the wedding or I'm going to get shamed.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't wear a mask? And she was like, well, no one's, like, telling me I can't, but I'll just get judged.
Just wear it.
Right.
If that's what you want, then wear it.
Just wear it. But it's, like, the point is there's always judgment.
Yes.
And it's, like, you can't always – that shouldn't factor. If you want your future sister-in-law to be there, which you should, because
this is your life. This is
your
family.
She said in the opener, like, I'm excited to be her, sister or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's your fiance, soon-to-be husband. This is your family.
This is your family.
You should want her there. And you can have a conversation with your family and just say, this is the situation. I know that you guys believe this, and this, but that's her choice. And she's going to be in my life regardless of I feel like she thinks if out of sight, out of mind. If she's not at the wedding, the family will forget that their daughter's marrying into this family or something. Like, she's still going to have that baby. And then what? Is she not allowed to come to, like, your guys' family Christmas next year because she has a 1-year-old and it's triggering for your family that she had a teen pregnancy? Can't hide her forever.
No,
she's trying to hide her.
It doesn't add up. It's like, at what extent? And again, you're burning the bridge of a family that you are marrying into. Like, you're really shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
And this is something to, like, honestly consider getting married over. Like, reconsider.
Yeah.
Top comment on this one. You're the asshole. This is a girl who is likely to face a lot of ostracism and challenges already. And you seem eager to be first in line to make things harder for her. Be careful, because you are showing some true and unsettling colors to your future husband and in-laws.
I agree.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. OP claims to like this girl, but all of her excuses for excluding the sister are thinly veiled judgment towards her pregnancy. How disgusting.
Yes, it's disgusting.
You are the asshole, OP, and a massively judgmental one. If your parents are so religious that seeing a pregnant teen ruins the wedding for them, it's a them problem, not a her problem.
Yeah.
The fact that you support their religious BS means you're ostracizing her too. And they go, like, this is really, they get into it.
They lay into her.
Yeah. Her due date is 2 weeks after the wedding. Attention aside, there's no reason for you to be worried about her having a stand if she isn't herself. If your worries come from a place of concern for her, which I doubt, you can prepare a wheelchair for her or simply let her sit for a majority of the wedding.
You can make accommodations.
She's clearly not a bridesmaid. So she's going to be just sitting in the crowd. Like, you don't have to do a lot of standing. There's chairs constantly. If a 17-year-old girl, like, granted, okay, pregnant 9 months, like, being pregnant is tough. But if a grandma can do it, like, you trust your granny to be able to handle the day, I'm sure this girl will be just fine.
And also, logistics aside, all of these things are true that you just said. Aren't you a human with compassion? Like, don't you want your soon-to-be family to be there? Don't you want her to be there? It's so weird to me how easily she can just write her off and be like, she's inconvenient, I don't want her there.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be going out of my way to be like, I want you to be there and I want you to be comfortable. I'm going to arrange, do you want a wheelchair? Like, I'm going to have maybe like a chair for you. All of these things so that you can be there. That's wild to me.
Well, it's weird. It just shows where, like, I mean, her whole post was me.
My image.
My attention.
My feelings, my attention.
Yeah, everything. So this person is clearly concerned only about themselves and, like, kind of missing, like, the big picture here. Like, this is one day of your life, like, which is supposed to be a very important day for you. But also, like, if this is the family you're marrying into, like, this is also your future niece or nephew.
Yes.
This is your sister-in-law. Like, this is...
Yeah. Your
like,
family.
if you have children, this is their cousin. Like, you are really just fucking yourself over.
Icky. Boo. Tomato. Wait, can we find out where her wedding is and go cause a scene?
Well, crash it.
She wants the attention on her, but...
Crash that shit.
Tomato, throwing tomatoes.
Yeah, done.
On your wedding day.
So the next one's a little more uppity.
You just took the words right out of my mind.
Uppity. We're going to end on
We need a little more uppity. We've had some shitty people on this one. It's funny because it's not like, I don't even think unhinged is the right word for these people. These people just never were hinged. They're just, you know what I mean? Like, they seem so
loose.
Yeah.
Loose
at their core.
screws from the start.
Yeah.
I do not get it.